Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Paul, your host, and today I want to start with a question. Are you stuck in a cycle of frustration with your English learning, feeling like you'll never truly improve? You study the grammar books, you memorize the vocabulary lists, you watch the videos, but when it's time to speak, you freeze. You feel like you're hitting a wall and it just won't break. What if I told you the secret to unlocking fluent, confident English isn't more grammar rules or vocabulary lists, but a complete shift in your mindset? In this video, we'll dive deep into why your current thinking might be holding you back and how to change it, starting today. This isn't just another English lesson. This is a lesson about you and about unlocking the amazing language learner that is already inside you. Let's get started. Part 1. Unlock your English potential. Let's be honest, for many of us, our first experience with English was in a classroom. We had a textbook, a teacher, and lots of tests. The focus was on being correct. If you made a mistake, you got a red X on your paper. This teaches us something very dangerous, that mistakes are bad. Traditional learning often feels like building a house with only a rule book. You learn about hammers, you learn about nails, you learn about wood, but you never actually pick up the tools and start building. You spend all your time studying the idea of English, but not enough time using it. This is why you can feel like you know a lot of English, but you can't speak it. The knowledge is in your head, but the bridge to your mouth is blocked. Why? Because you're afraid the house you build won't be perfect. This feeling of hitting a wall is your mind trying to protect you from those red X's, from the feeling of failure, but we're going to change that. The biggest wall in your English learning journey isn't grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's an invisible barrier, your mindset. So, what is a mindset? It's simply the story you tell yourself about your abilities. There are two main types of mindsets. The first is called the fixed mindset. Someone with a fixed mindset believes that their intelligence and talents are fixed. You are either born good at something or you are not. You're a math person, or you're not a math person. You're a language person, or you're not a language person. It's black and white. The second type is the growth mindset. Someone with a growth mindset believes that their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They believe that their brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. They understand that they aren't good at something yet, but they can be. This one single difference in thinking changes everything. Let me tell you about two students, Maria and Kenji. They both started at the same A2 level. They had the same goal, to speak English confidently. Maria had a fixed mindset. When she joined a conversation class, she was terrified. She thought, everyone here is better than me. If I speak, I will make a mistake and sound stupid. I'm just not good at languages. So she stayed silent. In her self-study, if she didn't understand a grammar rule immediately, she would get frustrated and think, see, I just can't do this. After 6 months, Maria's English had barely improved. She still felt scared and frustrated, and she was close to giving up. The wall was getting higher. Now let's look at Kenji. Kenji decided to try a growth mindset. He was also nervous in his first conversation class. He thought, wow, I'm a little scared, but this is a great opportunity to practice. When he spoke, he made a mistake. Instead of feeling ashamed, he thought, okay, that was a mistake, but it's also a lesson. How can I say that correctly next time? He even asked the teacher, can you help me with that sentence? When he studied a difficult grammar rule, he told himself, this is challenging, but I know I can understand it if I keep trying. Kenji saw every challenge not as a test of his intelligence, but as an opportunity to grow. After 6 months, Kenji's English had improved dramatically. He wasn't perfect, but he was confident. He was having conversations, making friends, and actually enjoying the process. He wasn't hitting a wall, he was building a staircase. Who do you sound more like right now, Maria or Kenji? It's okay if you feel like Maria. Most of us start there. The good news is you can choose to become like Kenji. Part 2. Fixed mindset traps in English learning. To change your mindset, you first have to recognize the traps. These are the negative thoughts that keep you stuck. Let's look at the 3 biggest ones. Trap number 1. I'm just not good at languages. This is maybe the most common and most dangerous thought. When you say this, you are closing a door. You are giving yourself an excuse to not try. You are deciding your future before it even happens. But let me ask you a question. What language are you thinking in right now? Your native language, right? You learned that language perfectly. You learned thousands of words, complex grammar, and pronunciation. You are already a language genius. Your brain knows how to learn a language. It has done it before. Learning English isn't a magical talent. It is a skill, just like learning to cook, to drive a car, or to play a musical instrument. Nobody is born a great chef. They practice. They burn the rice. They add too much salt. And they learn. You are not bad at languages. You are just a beginner at this language. And that is a perfectly normal place to be. Trap number 2. The fear of making mistakes. This fear is a prison. It keeps you silent when you have a great opportunity to practice. You know the words in your head, but the fear of saying them wrong is stronger than your desire to communicate. So, you say nothing. Silence over progress. Think about a little child learning to walk. They stand up, they take 1 step, and they fall down. Boom. They do it again. Fall. And again. Fall. A child might fall hundreds of times before they can walk confidently. Now imagine if we treated the child like we treat ourselves. After the second fall, we say, "Oh, stop. You are so bad at walking. You made a mistake. Just sit down. It's safer." That's crazy, right? We would never do that. We cheer for the child. We say, "Come on, you can do it. Great job trying." Every mistake you make in English is a fall. It is not a failure. It is proof that you are trying. It is a necessary part of the learning process. You cannot learn to walk without falling, and you cannot learn to speak without making mistakes. Trap number 3. Comparing yourself to native speakers. Do you ever listen to a native English speaker in a movie or on a podcast and think, "Wow, I will never sound like that. Their vocabulary is huge. They speak so fast. They're perfect." This is like a person who started jogging yesterday comparing themselves to an Olympic marathon runner. It's not a fair comparison. A native speaker has been living, breathing, and thinking in English for 20, 30, maybe 50 years. They have had tens of thousands of hours of practice. You have not. Comparing yourself to them will only kill your confidence. It makes your goal feel impossible. The only person you should compare yourself to is you from yesterday. Did you learn 1 new word today? That's progress. Did you speak for 30 seconds, even with mistakes? That's a victory. Your journey is your own. Focus on your own steps, not on how fast someone else is running. Part 3. Embrace the growth mindset, your new English superpower. Okay, so we've identified the traps. Now, how do we escape them? We need to build new, powerful ways of thinking. This is your growth mindset superpower. From today, I want you to change your relationship with mistakes. A mistake is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of effort. More than that, a mistake is a fantastic teacher. It shows you exactly what you need to learn. Imagine you say, "I am interested in this movie." A friend or teacher might say, "Oh, you mean you are interested in this movie?" The fixed mindset hears, "You are wrong. You failed." The growth mindset hears, "Oh, cool, a free lesson." The adjective is interested, not interesting, when talking about my feelings. I will remember that. See the difference? The mistake is no longer a wall, it's a stepping stone to the next level. Every time you get corrected, say thank you to the person and thank you to the mistake. It is helping you improve. This is the simplest but most powerful trick for a growth mindset. It's one small three-letter word, yet. Take any of your fixed mindset thoughts and add yet to the end. Watch what happens. I don't understand native speakers becomes I don't understand native speakers yet. I can't express my true feelings in English becomes I can't express my true feelings in English yet. I'm not confident becomes I'm not confident yet. That one little word changes everything. It turns a permanent failure into a temporary situation. It tells your brain that this is a journey and you are still on the path. It creates hope and possibility. Use this word every single day. It is your secret weapon. If your only goal is become fluent, you will always be frustrated. That goal is too big and too far away. It's like saying you want to climb Mount Everest when you're standing at the bottom. You need to focus on the first step. You need to celebrate the small wins. What is a small win? You understood a line from your favorite English song. That's a win. Celebrate it. You had a 1-minute conversation in English. Amazing. Celebrate it. You used a new phrasal verb correctly. Yes. High five. Celebrate. You watched a 5-minute YouTube video and understood the main idea. Fantastic! Celebrate! When you have a small win, I want you to physically and verbally celebrate. Say yes out loud. Do a little dance. Give yourself a pat on the back. This might feel silly, but it sends a powerful message to your brain. This is good. We are making progress. Let's do more of this. This builds momentum and keeps you motivated for the long journey. Part 4. Practical strategies for a growth mindset shift. Okay, let's get really practical. Here are 3 things you can start doing today to build your growth mindset. 1. Redefine fluency. Let's throw away the old definition of fluency. Fluency is not about being perfect. It is not about sounding like a native speaker from London or New York. A better, healthier definition of fluency is, can you communicate your message effectively? If you can ask for directions and get to the right place, you are successful. If you can tell a friend about your weekend and they understand, you are successful. If you can express an opinion in a meeting, even with some grammar mistakes, you are successful. The goal is progress, not perfection. Focus on connection, not correction. When you change the goal, you take away so much pressure. You give yourself permission to be human. 2. Create a feedback-rich environment. This can be scary, but it's essential. You need to find safe people who can give you helpful feedback. This could be a patient teacher, a language exchange partner, or a kind friend. Instead of just waiting for them to correct you, ask for it. This puts you in control. You can say things like, "I'm trying to practice my past tense. Can you listen and tell me if I make any mistakes?" How would you say that sentence more naturally? "Thank you for that correction. That's really helpful." When you ask for feedback, you are telling your brain that you are open to learning. You are turning other people into your teammates, not your judges. 3. Journal your journey. Your brain is often not good at seeing slow progress. You might feel like you're in the same place as 6 months ago. This is where a journal can be your best friend. Get a simple notebook or use a notes app on your phone. Every day or every week, write down a few things. A small win. Today, I ordered coffee in English and the barista understood me. A challenge. I struggled to explain my job today. I need to learn more vocabulary for work. A new word or phrase you learned. I learned look forward to. I look forward to using it. Even better, record yourself speaking for 1 minute every week. Just talk about your day. After 2 or 3 months, go back and listen to your first recording. I promise you, you will be shocked at how much you have improved. This is hard evidence that your effort is working. It will destroy the thought that I'm not getting better. Part 5. Your English Learning Evolution. Changing your mindset is like planting a tree. At first, you don't see much, but if you water it every day with these small actions, adding yet, celebrating a win, asking for feedback, something amazing happens. These small shifts compound. The progress builds on itself day after day. Your confidence grows, so you practice more. You practice more, so your skills improve. Your skills improve, so your confidence grows even more. It's a powerful, positive cycle. Over a year, these tiny mindset shifts can lead to massive language gains that you can't even imagine right now. There will still be hard days. There will be days when you feel tired and frustrated. This is normal. A growth mindset isn't about being positive all the time. It's about being resilient. On those tough days, remember your why. Why are you learning English? To connect with new people? For a better job? To travel the world? Connect with that powerful motivation. And on those days, be kind to yourself. Maybe you don't have the energy for a 1-hour grammar lesson. That's okay. Can you listen to one English song? Can you watch a 5-minute video? Do something small to keep the chain of practice going. You are not on this journey alone. We are all here, learning and growing together. Your mindset is the key that will unlock your English potential. It will change your frustration into fun, your fear into confidence, and your wall into a wide open door. So I have a challenge for you. I want you to go down to the comments right now and do 2 things. Tell us one fixed mindset thought you have had about your English. For example, I'm too old to learn, or my pronunciation is terrible. Then rewrite it with a growth mindset. For example, learning a language at any age is possible, and my brain is capable of it. Or, my pronunciation is a work in progress, and I can improve it with practice. Let's fill the comments with these powerful positive thoughts. Let's build a community of learners who support each other. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are not bad at English. You are a courageous, capable English learner on a journey. And you've got this. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video. Keep learning and keep growing. Bye for now.